The 1963 municipal election was held October 16, 1963 to elect a mayor and 6 aldermen to sit on Edmonton City Council and 4 trustees to sit on each of the public and separate school boards. The electorate also decided 3 plebiscite questions. There were 10 aldermen on city council, but 4 of the positions were already filled. Frederick John Mitchell, Ethel Wilson, Morris Weinlos, and Vincent Dantzer were all elected to 2-year terms in 1962 and were still in office. George Prudham was also elected to a 2-year term in 1961, but resigned. There were 7 trustees on the public school board, but 3 of the positions were already filled. James Falconer, Milton Lazerte, and Helen Sinclair were elected to 2-year terms in 1962 and were still in office. The same was true on the separate board, where Edward Stack, Jean McDonald, and Bill Diachuk were continuing. All elected officials were elected to 1-year terms in this election, in preparation for the changeover to a new system, whereby elections would be held only every 2 years with all officials elected to 2-year terms. In addition to choosing members for city council, citizens were asked to vote on 3 plebiscites. 2 of the plebiscites were related, asking if the city should borrow money to purchase a 4-city block parcel of land in downtown Edmonton, and if the city should borrow money to build a sports and convention complex on that land. These 2 plebiscites were rejected. The site under consideration, on the north side of Jasper Avenue, is now occupied by the Citadel Theatre, opened 1976, Sun Life Place, 1978, and Canada Place, 1988. Citizens did agree to a sports convention center in a 1968 plebiscite, but later rejected the specific 1970 Omniplex project plebiscite. The eventual 1983 scaled-down Edmonton Convention Center was built a few meters south of the 1963 proposal site on the cliffside of Jasper Avenue. Voter turnout. There were 98,052 ballots cast out of 173,901 eligible voters, for a voter turnout of 56.4%. Results. Bold indicates elected, italics indicate incumbent. Mayor. Aldermen. Public school trustees. Separate, Catholic, school trustees. Plebiscites. Plebiscite items required a minimum 2/3 yes majority to bring about action. Land exchange. Are you in favor of the disposition, by exchange, of approximately 1.23 acres of land lying east of Bellamy Hill, approximately 0.43 acres of which is now designated as parkland, for approximately 215 acres of land lying in the southwest section of the city in an area west of White Mud Creek? The purpose of the exchange is to enable the purchaser to construct a commercial building on the Bellamy Hill site. If the exchange is accepted, the land acquired by the city will be parkland, convention complex land acquisition. Shall Council pass bylaw number 2454 to borrow by debentures $4 million with which to buy the land and buildings between Jasper Avenue and 102nd Avenue and between 97th Street and 99th Street, so that a convention center, an arena for sporting and cultural events and exhibitions, a theater building, tourist center and parking garage can be built there as part of the city center development plan, convention complex. Shall Council pass bylaw number 2455 to borrow by debentures $10,250,000 to construct a convention center, an arena for sporting and cultural events and exhibitions, a theater building, tourist center and parking garage. Notes. References. Election history, City of Edmonton, Elections and Census Office.